Welcome back to this video series on our sailing trip down the St. Lawrence River. This episode is leg 4 from Quebec City to the Ile de la Madeleine in the Maritimes. This is a 2-week trip with a crew of 6. The leg started in Quebec City, where we spent a few days provisioning and exploring the old city.
To the city, hoping to catch my break. I've been down this road before and made mistakes. I'm hoping this time will be different, hoping my time has come. It's a dream I've had forever and I'm not done.
First full day on the boat. Sunday. We arrived yesterday in Quebec City. It's raining right now. We are desperately trying to clean up.
East of Quebec City, the first harbour with enough depth to handle a cruising sailboat is the refuge harbour at Cap Aigle, which is 70 miles east of Quebec. This is an achievable day trip when you're going with the ebb tide.
I know there've been many before me trying to make their way. It's a crowded street to walk on any day. There's one more chance to be taken, one more time to shine, and I'm going down this road to make it mine. I've been away too long, must find the strength.
St. Anne de Beaupré, beautiful, beautiful church. Lots of fun. Guys doing that. And that.
100 times, oh, I've got to leave this behind, but I know I'm a diamond in the rough.
From Cap Aigle to the mouth of the Saguenay Fjord, there's still a significant tidal current, so it's necessary to time your departure to take advantage of the tide. Near the Saguenay, the cold ocean water currents and the St. Lawrence River currents mix in an area of very deep water, and this is prime feeding ground for whales. Among them, the belugas of the St. Lawrence. This is their main habitat. After 70 miles, we anchored on the east side of the Ile du Bic. This is a fairly windy anchorage, but pleasant enough. After 2 long 70-mile days, the third day was just a short hop into Rimouski. At this point, we learned that almost all marinas east of Quebec City do not have operating pump-out facilities, despite what the guidebooks might report. Fortunately, Rimouski has hardware stores, so we were able to jury-rig a solution to this problem to allow us to continue.
And we're happy to report that we've had utter success. Steve and Thana are going to start their new company soon. Making portable pump out stations.
So we left Madeleine at dawn the following morning, headed for Saint-Anne-des-Monts. We arrived there later that day. It's quite an interesting town with a picturesque church, lots to see on foot, museum with local history, and a local supplier of seafood. Very nice. From Sainte-Anne-des-Monts, the next stop was Rivière Madeleine. This has a fairly snug harbor with a beautiful beach nearby. Many of the harbors along the Gaspé are quite shallow. Fortunately, our boat is a shoal draft keel with under 1.5 meters draft, so we didn't have any real problems. So at Rivière Madeleine, the trip had reached its furthest point north, and the coast starts to bend towards the south. This leg took us from Rivière Madeleine to Gaspé, around the Forlon Peninsula. This can have a bit of rough water depending on how strong the winds are when you're rounding the point. Along this area, there's increasing amount of marine life, fish boats, and seabirds. In particular, the northern gannet, in French, the fou de bassin.
Next, we left Gaspé for Anse-à-Beaufils. That day, we passed by Rocher-Percé and Bonaventure Island, which is a large seabird colony that hosts over 250,000 seabirds and is absolutely incredible. have
They're all diving in the same spot, so it's just annoying.
what if they hit each other? Just like say you're like decide on one and just follow it. The Anse Beaufils harbor is relatively shallow at some of the docks, and it's the typical departure place if you're heading to Les Îles de la Madeleine. That evening, we enjoyed the microbrewery, we went on a great hike, and we had a late-ish dinner at the harbor restaurant. There was also an excellent ice cream shop nearby.
The final part of the trip was a 140 nautical mile passage from Anse Beaufils to the Île de la Madeleine. This took us about 27 hours overnight. It was open water, and there were a few storm cells off to the side, which created a mixed sea state. So managing the onset of seasickness was an important part of the trip.
Can you tell me? I'm not sure. Is it behind the second level medicine chest? Yeah, that's where I would have checked.
Pas peur de la route, faudrait voir, faut qu'on y goûte des mers au creux des reins.
No, I like the window. Oh, okay. My personal thing is I like the window.
Le vent
I find the breeze
l'emportera.
helps. In this right here.
Sage à la grande ours, la trajectoire de la course, l'instantané de velours, même s'il sert à rien. Le vent l'emportera, tout disparaîtra. Le vent nous portera. Caresser la mitraille, cette plaie qui nous tiraille, le palais des autres jours, d'hier et demain. Le vent les portera. Génétique en bandoulière, des chromosomes dans l'atmosphère, des taxis pour les galaxies et mon tapis volant, lui. Le vent l'emportera, tout disparaîtra. Le vent nous portera. Ce parfum de nos années mortes, ce qui peut frapper à ta porte, l'infinité de destin.
Moi, quand ça fait ça, c'est rare.
Ouais, bah ça peut arriver, hein. On va se le dire. Ah, ben là, c'est en bas ici.
En général.
Ça, c'est drôle.
Ça serait une belle photo.
The marina at Capomul had 100-ton lift, good marine facilities, so we were able to get the boat hauled out and ready for winter.